Yo, what's good, everybody? It's a Monday. It's the first day of the rest of your life. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. Check this out. Ride with me real quick. We'll be back here in like 30 seconds. Got so much to talk about. Look at my background.
Shut the fuck up, sorry ass motherfucker, stay away from me.
Yeah, and in case you did not know where we are broadcasting from, oh, hi there. I didn't see you come in. Welcome to another episode of Coffee and Bonghits with Jesse. I'm Jesse. Good morning, Miss Erica. I see you on YouTube. I encourage other people to watch this show on YouTube because it comes with, let me see what's going on. Somewhere there's a little thing that says you should be watching this on YouTube. Yeah, there's the free game for you. You should be watching this on YouTube because then you get the jokes exactly when I tell them. And if you respond back with a joke of your own, then it will be in a timely fashion. Facebook automatically puts this on a 10-second delay. So before I go any further, let me remind you guys that every time I go out with some edgy shit, every time you're at a protest and you see that dope-ass edgy shit, it probably came from standupandfightback.bigcartel.com. That's SUFB.bigcartel.com. You can ask Eazy-E because he's right there. That's the real one. That is not a hologram. You're thinking of Tupac. He's the hologram rapper. Right? Give it up for Tupac. I didn't expect that response, but that's okay. that's okay. I've been through worse. So look, it's Monday. And there's a lot of Mondays, and Mondays are always special because Mondays are a new spring every week, and you can set new plans, and it's just a good way to delineate where you were and where you're going, and it's Mondays. And, you know, the thing is, you can make anything magic if you want, man. Man, it says we're on YouTube, and Erica Brandon's watching on YouTube. Look for it again. Erica's watching us on YouTube. What's up, G? My man Oso's in the house. Yo, I hung out with his kid yesterday. I tried to teach him how to create a Stargate by focusing on the sun, but man, you know, you can lead a 3-year-old to hyperdimensional physics, but you can't make him drink. Isn't that what my grandma used to say? All right, I'm sorry. Good morning, Sarah. What's up, Jimbo? This will be a good time to remind you guys that also this show, as always, is brought to you by The Movement. Hey, yo, it's Jesse Sponberg. I'm rocking with The Movement. You can too. Every Sunday night, 10 p.m. only on KBOO, KBOO 90.7. Yo, Miss Jones, Mrs. Jones, are you there? Morgan, check back to let us know because Miss Lopresto and Miss Quick are both listening on YouTube, which is the place to be because you get the jokes in real time. And you can tell when somebody's watching on YouTube because they get the little red notification by their comment instead of the blue ones. Okay, with that said, let's man, you know, I just want to remind you guys real quick that In the old days, if I would have asked a psychic about the year 2020, she would have said to me, there will be great catastrophes, hurricanes, forest fires, global pandemics, a crooked government that's trying to push an unproven vaccine on the population. The subways of New York City will be empty and the whole city will turn into a ghost town. I'd have been like, well, how about the weed? How's the fucking weed, man? Because I've been waiting for 3 days to get an eighth right now. So how's the weed in 2020? And the psychic can be like, oh, bro, there'll be so much weed in the future. You won't even believe it. So with that said, what I want to know, I found it. Oh, shit. There you go. He opened up a small one. Got to hit that wormhole. Good morning, Miss Jones. Watching on YouTube, I could tell. There you go, Morgan. You found the YouTube link. Okay. Good morning, Ellen. There you are with the flag. We're not going to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, but we will. Yes, I had goats last night, but we will salute the flag real quick. I like the flag, man. I don't like flags in general, but as far as flags go, I grew up loving the flag, man. And then one day I learned that Rocky was the bad guy in the movie. You ever think that that's really where the universe steered wrong? When Mr. T was obviously 1,000 times better of a boxer than Rocky was, yet somehow Rocky used his white privilege, even though he even told his freaking wife he was scared. Then Apollo tried to help him by completely reinventing his old-ass life, gave him a makeover. Mr. T deserved to win that fight. Mr. T deserved all that success. And then Rocky goes and can barely even walk when he goes, or talk when he goes to fight the Russian. That movie should have been Mr. T versus the Russian. And I'm going to spend the rest of my life fighting to find the universe that happens in. All right? Cool. Just wanted to say that. I also want to remind you guys that it is Monday. It is Monday because Vince takes it back a tiny bit further than I'm wanting to go. But it is Monday, so look, I want to know, what are you smoking on this morning? Let me know. Tell me. And then I'm going to take my bong hit. And I know I told you that some company was going to be paying for that starting today, but I haven't even got to that part yet. I've been so busy and I'm not propelled by money. So literally paying for stuff is the last thing I ever worry about. So tell me what you're smoking on this morning. We'll put it up on the screen as long as it's not boo-boo swag. And then let me get my bong hit out of the way. So I want to remind you guys that, as always, our bong hit is brought to you by Anteaters. Hey, kids, do you need an environmentally friendly, cuddly best friend that also serves as a pest remediation device? That's right. Get an Anteater. Anteaters will rid your house of big spiders, little spiders, medium-sized spiders, cockroaches, termites, ants, earwigs, regular worms, night crawlers, and centipedes. And I know you're thinking, but Jesse, what if it's a giant centipede? I'm like, bruh, get a giant anteater then. Brought to you by God. Okay. I was told yesterday that I shouldn't encourage people's kids to watch me smoke pot. And I never really thought about it. But I guess so. If you want your kids to grow up to be suckers, there ain't nothing I can do about it. All right. So I'm not encouraging anybody anymore to do anything. All right. They used to tell me to lead by example, and I try to lead with my words. Then they're like, lead by example. Then I try to lead with my action. And they're like, no, we said lead by example. So now I just lead by example. I don't try to tell nobody shit, really. Why do these things always become problematic? Okay, let's see. What was everybody smoking? Vince is smoking a couple pork shoulders. Well played, Vince. I was wondering who was going to come in with the smoked meat joke, and it was you right off the bat. Go ahead and go home, ladies. We're giving Vince the trophy today. Ellen smoking the Gorilla Girl. DJ Wheels is smoking on that B. Oh, maybe it's Dabs. Maybe it's that B. My man Jimbo got the ice cream cake. What, 33%? You Illuminati stoner motherfucker. My man Miyagi got the third eye and the Hindu Kush blind. Hindu Kush blind. Or maybe you just got the Hindu Kush and you're blind smoking it. Maybe that's some term you kids got. I don't even know these days, man. What else we smoking on this morning? Erica said, I'm toking on a salad bowl mixture and do-si-do dabs. Morgan's got the random bag from Humboldt, and sometimes what you don't know just works. DJ Wheel says, I'm smoking on that boo-boo swag, which was brought to me by Anteater, which was brought to me by God. Happy Monday. That's beautiful. What's also got? Shaka Raka Buds. You got the Shaka Raka Buds. Yolo Presto got that OGKB. Fuck, man. That shit gets me so high. Remember last week when everybody was smoking on the purple fruit or whatever? I don't remember what that was. Some kind of purple. Well, this month is the OGKB is the strain to go look for. Man, you knew Blake Mack was going to come with some old dirty shit, dirty black. Got Slurpee times Honey Tree times gas, 99.1%. You know what? You're about to break the laws of math. You're going to be so high. As soon as you kids figure out how to get that shit above 100%, you are really going to be on one. All right, Marty, what do you got? Mango-licious still. I got like a little pimple right here. That's because I'm not rocking the 1080 today. So do you guys see where I'm at? Do you see the location? Nina's got the grape cookies, and she's drinking Henry's Private Reserve this morning. It's a little early to be chugging the brown bottles, but hey, do what you're going to do. Do what you like, unless you like gangbanging. Let's see how many brothers leave us hanging. Okay. What else do I got to get out of the way? I guess I'll just tell you guys what's going on now. The website was supposed to be done when I woke up, but I wake up too early. That's my own fault. Plucky says, man, I don't like to smoke anything over 20%. I got ish to do in the garden. I feel that. Marty telling us how she becomes a bargain conscious consumer. She buys a half at a time. We'll get to smoking that, lady. Erica just put some hearts up. That's cool. We always like hearts. Nobody's mad about that. And then Nina goes and calls me. Nina calls me a ding dong. All right. Hey, it's Monday. Call me what you like. I do not got the monkey herpes yet. I hope not, because the monkey herpes causes brain damage and it causes brain damage and it causes death. But I got some shit to show you guys. I really do got some shit to show you guys, and it's going to trip you out. So look at my background, first of all. Okay, and then I'm going to do this. Boom, do this. And I'm going to show you what the fuck I got going on tomorrow so you can be hyped up for it. Okay, so I'm going to this place called Silver Springs State Park, and it's where they got the monkeys. So the monkeys are the rhesus macaques, the rhesus macaques. Man, I'm probably gonna have to just meet a local real quick and get that out the way. Like, all right, bro, let's get all the macaque jokes out the way. Okay, so it's listed as the least concern in the IUCN Red List of Threatened Species in view of its wide distribution, presumed large population, and tolerance of a broad range of habits. But here's the question: how are rhesus monkeys similar to humans? Rhesus monkey genome reveals DNA similarities with chimps and humans. Scientists have decoded the genome of the rhesus macaque monkey and compared it with the genomes of humans and their closest living relatives, revealing that the three primate species share about 93% of the same DNA. So they're like our crazy monkey brothers. And whoa, but they got the RH blood? What? What? So anyways, look at the move I'm gonna make. This is gonna be the trippy part. Okay, hold on. Stay with me now. Stay with me now. Damn it, I haven't yet. So let me switch this to this. Give me 5 seconds. I'm not real good at this. There we go. There we go. I'm getting better every day, though. Don't forget to say that when you fuck up. Okay, so I don't know why the images aren't wanting to come up. You guys aren't even ready for these images. Or these crazy monkeys are going to come and just like smash people. Watch this. Look, you are not ready. Hold on. Are we on the same page? Yeah, watch. Boom. Watch this. Okay, so I'm trying to be this dude, right? I'm trying to be the Ocala kayaker that films large troop of invasive monkeys with deadly STD. What? Is this really a thing? We're going to find out. Sorry, I probably should have had this preloaded. Oh, shit, my camera just dropped. Look, these monkeys is just coming out to try to just bully this dude with their cannonballs. What? Man, that is scary. What? Can you even imagine, man? You're just out there. Well, I can obviously imagine because I've been imagining it for like years. Look at this one. Watch this video.
Rhesus monkeys run wild through a Silver Spring State Park in Ocala. As one Florida family found out, you don't want to get too close to these animals.
Run! Run behind you!
Yeah, the troop of monkeys became angry, likely because the family did the one thing you never should do, and that's make eye contact. It's a sign of aggression to monkeys. Thankfully, although this video is rather terrifying, nobody got hurt.
That is.
What? That's the sad part. Is it said nobody got hurt.
Welcome back. Florida has a monkey problem, and it could in fact be a deadly one. Running loose in the Florida wild is a species of monkeys called the rhesus macaques, and they recently
Rhesus monkeys run wild through a Silver Spring State Park in Ocala. As one Florida family found out, you don't want to get too close to these animals.
Run! Run behind you!
And the troop of monkeys became angry, likely because the family did the one thing you never should do, and that's make eye contact. It's a sign of aggression to monkeys. Thankfully, although this video seems rather terrifying, nobody got hurt.
That is
Welcome back. Florida has a monkey problem, and it could in fact be a deadly one. Running loose in the Florida wild is a species of monkeys called the rhesus macaques, and they carry a virus certain to kill anyone who contracts it and fails to get treatment. And tonight in our new Full Circle report, we are giving multiple sides to this developing threat. Our Michael Paluska with how it started and why biologists worry the public is now in danger.
It was crazy, and you really don't know what to do when something like that happens. It seemed like a scene from Jumanji.
It was one of the scariest moments of my life. I had like no other thought other than just get me away from here.
Janie Massarelli and her boyfriend, JC Castillo, visited Silver Springs State Park in Ocala for the glass-bottom boats and the beauty of the spring-fed river.
They were pretty aggressive.
There's another one.
But in February, they got a close encounter they never expected, facing down a troop of 40 to 50 rhesus macaques on the boardwalk.
And as soon as he turns around and looks at me, he starts charging.
I thought it was gonna reach out and grab me or something. That's why I like jumped to the side because you can see me. Go.
I told my student when she said, "Hey, I want to work on these monkeys," I'm like, "Oh boy, this is going to be okay."
University of Florida biologist Dr. Steve Johnson was part of a group of scientists that studied rhesus macaques inside the park. They estimated that 30% of the monkeys were carriers for the herpes B virus.
What?
And a very small percentage of them shed a potentially lethal herpes virus. It's very low incidence in the population, but the consequences are very, very dire. If someone was to get, let's say, bitten or scratched and contract that herpes virus.
If you do get bit, the chances of the person dying are almost 100% if you don't get treated.
Absolutely. It is a fatal disease. The final stage is when it actually attacks the nerve cells, cause the nerve damage and nerve death.
Infectious disease doctor Sally Alraba says even with modern treatments, 20% of infected patients die. The virus ravages the nervous system, even leaving survivors with permanent debilitating side effects.
A paralysis, a seizure disorder, memory problems, or even personality changes.
The monkeys roam this entire state park. It is their habitat, but rarely do they come into contact with humans. Biologists warn that could be changing. There's an estimated 200 monkeys in the park right now, but by 2022, that number could hit 400.
These rhesus macaques are survivors. They are the most widely globally distributed non-human primate.
This is where I'm going, by the way.
They adapt.
The monkeys native to Southeast Asia have made the entire state of Florida their new home. Rogue males on the hunt for new territory break out of the park and have been spotted from Ocala to Key West and the Tampa Bay area. A Facebook page with 85,000 likes called The Mystery Monkey of Tampa Bay captivated the nation when a rhesus monkey roamed our area from 2009 to 2012.
Long overdue warning to the residents of St. Petersburg, Florida.
Stephen Colbert even getting into the action with a recurring segment called Monkey on the Lam.
This is Monkey on the Lam.
It is amazing to look back at the history and see how we got to this point. In the 1930s, an enterprising tourboat captain, Colonel Toohey, tried luring tourists to the spring, so he released 6 monkeys on an island in the park. His vision: take tourists on an African-style jungle cruise, but he overlooked one thing.
They are quite good
Monkeys can
swimmers.
swim,
They
dummy.
escaped, so Toohey released 6 more. Unchecked, the population exploded. Kayakers and boat
That's about
captains
to be
fed the
me.
monkeys for decades. It is illegal now, but people still do. Massarelli watched as a private boater gave a monkey an apple.
I was freaked out because then it was looking in our kayak like, do you have any food too?
From 1984 to 2012, trappers removed approximately 1,000 monkeys from the park. And when the public learned those monkeys were sold to biomedical research facilities, that trapping stopped. Even today, the public is split.
The shock of their human faces, I think, for me was incredible. I would hate to see them leave the area.
I think try and keep them here and keep them healthy. And, you know, they become to live here, so let them live.
An imbalance in nature, and it's not natural. They know what they can do. It's a question of would the public be up in arms if they did what was needed to be done.
In the U.S., there are no documented cases in the wild of anyone dying from herpes B. Since 1932, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention reports 50 people, all in lab settings, contracted the virus. Nearly half died. The CDC says in 1997, a researcher died after bodily fluids from an infected monkey splashed into her eye. Alligator attacks.
Okay. I gotta talk about that for a second. They just said that 50 people died from contracting it, all in a laboratory setting. Is that how the monkeys got herpes? From a freaking laboratory? You said Arbor? Like I'm not gonna wear Crocs? I might just go out there in flip flops. I'll be wearing Crocs. That'll be okay. So here's the 50 people got it, and one lady died because a monkey's bodily fluid splashed her in the eye. I've heard of that before. Anybody that's making a monkey splash bodily fluids close enough to their eye is no friend of mine, man. These are those bad guys in laboratories. Plus, Florida's just full of bad guys. Okay, so here's the thing I want to let you guys know is that not only am I going to that place where the wild, crazy monkeys with herpes are, but we're going to take a kayak. And in the kayak, I will be going on that crystal clear lake, right? So the problem with that is that also on that crystal clear lake are no shit, real life motherfucking alligators. Oh man, hold on. All right, let's go back to that information. Yeah, those people look friendly.
Live. An imbalance in nature, and it's not natural. They know what they can do. It's a question of would the public be up in arms if they did what was needed to be done.
In the U.S., there are no documented cases in the wild of anyone dying from herpes B. Since 1932, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention reports 50 people, all in lab settings, contracted the virus. Nearly half died. The CDC says in 1997, a researcher died after bodily fluids from an infected monkey splashed into her eye. Alligator attacks are far more common. Numbers from the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission show since 1948, 410 people were bitten by alligators, 25 died. Looking back at their video, Massarelli and Castillo feel lucky.
I didn't know that it was deadly. So that's why whenever it started coming after us, I freaked out.
So what is the plan for?
Yo, man, can I just say something real quick? I don't think the monkeys like that dude's beard. I'm just gonna say that, man. That look like an offensive beard to a monkey. Like, why you get that monkey beard, Bato?
The monkeys, trap them, sterilize the females, euthanize them. Despite multiple requests, neither the FWC or the Department of Environmental Protection would give us details. With more and more encounters going viral, researchers think it's only a matter of time before the statistics aren't in the state's favor.
More animals, more potential for negative interactions with people. They can be aggressive, and you don't want to anger those monkeys.
In Marion County, Michael Paluska, ABC Action News.
Man, I'ma just say it. How cool is that? How seriously cool is that? In Florida. And it's only like a 90-minute drive from the airport. So there's not going to be a show tomorrow. And because I'll be flying. I got to fly out. There's no direct flight from Portland. So I got to make a short hop, and then I should get to the jungle. Get to the jungle around I don't know, 6 or 7 o'clock at night. So then, with my new flashlight that my freaking G Ashanti got me, the super, super dope flashlight. I'll be able to chase the monkeys through the dark. And then we'll just, I don't know, I don't want to fight monkeys. Who wants to fight monkeys? But I'm prepared. I will fight monkeys. I ain't got no problem fighting some monkeys, man. Our DNA is close. We can scrap. Like 40 monkeys, just get off me, monkeys. And jumping all around, super strong, just herpes fingers. The alligator comes up behind you, bites you around the back of your leg. You're like, oh shit, you fall down. Snapping turtle runs up, bites your junk off. Ow, my junk. And then you're like, fine, take my glasses. And all they wanted to do was get your glasses and just break them. I don't know what to do. I should have got those goggles a long time ago. Hey, bringing some face shields might not be a bad idea, honestly. I don't know. Okay, enough about the adventure part. Let's get to the crappy part. Let's talk about, sorry, how to switch the camera, so you might see my fingers a little bit more today. What am I trying to do? This is what I'm trying to do. This and this. Okay, here's a reminder that what I'm about to give you guys is my news, not your news. Okay, I'll do that. I'll do this. I'll go that. Go back to this. Push this. This will be here. There's me. Over here on the other side is the place I'm going tomorrow, right there. I'm gonna kayak in that water. If you guys have ever seen, bro, the monkeys are stronger than me, but I'm smarter. Yeah, I'll leave it tomorrow morning. That's why there's no episode tomorrow. And well, Ashanti, if I die, it'll be your fault because you encouraged my mission by giving me that flashlight. I don't even care if I die. What the fuck am I gonna do? Sit here and die of malaise? Die of melancholy syndrome? Die of because too many of my friends watch TV? Nope. But I'll die by a monkey. Okay. Let's see what's really in the news. Fake news. All right, Trump baselessly suggests that the Democrats fabricated Justice Ginsburg's dying wish. All right. That's low. That's low. But the Democrats aren't above that, you know? So what's crazy is it says baselessly right now, but you might find out later. You might find out later that he was right and that the Democrats did make that up. Because I'll tell you this, for as nasty as the Republicans are, the Democrats have never found a banana peel that they weren't willing to go slip on. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Well, let's pop up the newest thing. That's right. With Wolf Blitzer, hey, wait till you see how I reinvent news, too. Watch, we're building an empire here. The website's done. The show's cracking. It's moving. It's all self-contained in a backpack. We're traveling. I could just quit drinking these energy drinks someday. But I'll tell you two things about this. One, if it ain't broke, don't fix it until it breaks. And then two, if it didn't have nutrition, it wouldn't say facts next to it. So there's your facts. Until then, we're just going to keep cranking them out. Here we go. So let me tell you guys something real quick. These articles are all done. Okay. So let me tell you something about choosing the next Supreme Court justice. And I'm going to tell you this because it kind of bugs me. Because I see a lot of you just mindlessly sharing a lot of calls to action that aren't necessarily like helpful at all. First of all, no matter what you think, yes, Marty, you're super smart. Watch out for flying poop. And we're not talking about the monkeys anymore. We ain't just talking about the monkeys anymore. Okay, so if the president makes a choice right now before the election, that choice will be based on how he wants to be viewed by the population leading up to the election. Because I have probably less faith in the fact that there'll be an election than most people that I know. But contingency plan wise, let's say there really was an election. And let's say that bag of bones, Joe Biden, who can't, how do they keep finding new pictures of Joe Biden sniffing new people? Holy shit. At this point, it's mind blowing. Every time I see a new Joe Biden meme, there's 5 new pictures of him just sniffing kids. I see him for no reason just grab a baby's junk. There's just a picture of the mom's holding the baby and Joe Biden is just holding the baby's junk on the diaper spot. That's really good advice there, Marty. Stand up and fight back with that wonderful visual. Okay, but so the president right now is still trying to impress people and still trying to win so that he has multiple plans. Because remember this, the Mueller report made it very clear that you cannot indict a sitting president. So if that dude is to ever leave office, his whole family will get in a stack of like 7 deep bunk beds in federal prison, unless he escapes to Russia or Saudi Arabia or Turkey or one of these other despot nations that he's so fond of and that he builds these relationships. Could you imagine if he just sought asylum in North Korea? How crazy that would be. Anyhow, let's keep it pushing. So if there was an election, the president wants you to think of him as a good person. That's why it's obvious that he's like, well, I'm going to choose a woman. I don't think there's anybody that would suggest that the president choosing a woman is because of his deep respect for women in the workplace or in their contributions to society like that, right? Not that he's some vanguard of equal rights. He's He's absolutely choosing a woman because that will cater to a specific narrative that he wants to get right, because he's all about polls. He's all about reaching out to specific demographics. And one of those, somehow, for the first time that I ever really heard, is suburban housewives. And that trips me out, because that's definitely what he's going for with a move like this, right? He wants people, because look, no normal person is going to think that the nomination of a female Supreme Court judge is going to change our views about the president's views about the value of women. Okay, so stay with me now. So if the president makes a choice now, it's going to be in order to appeal to a specific set of ears and eyes. Whereas once the election has been solidified, once the president's power has been established infinitely, because I guarantee that the man will find a way to make sure that he dies in power, right? I guarantee that. And by that time he dies in power, most likely he will have set up a succession of future leaders that are groomed from his own insulated family unit, right? So as we watch every day in dramatic, accelerated fashion how the world is becoming the same as it was during the rise of Nazi Germany, and we see the violence in the streets perpetuated by the predictable demographics, and we see a crazy world where liberal policies are just overwhelmed by a lack of help on the federal level and a lack of support within their own communities by everybody that thinks that bums should just go wherever they came from. As if there was a bum factory, or they're just cranking out bums. So as we're being pushed to this vaccinated society, so the president came out. I don't know if he said it last night or if he said it this morning, because I heard it in passing as I was getting ready for the show. But he said that he needed to make sure that there was somebody in that they got replaced. He wanted to make sure that they got replaced in the seat at the Supreme Court, because the election most likely was going to be decided by the Supreme Court, like the one with Al Gore and George Bush. Okay, so here we go. Let's find. Now, why does Vice have that story? Okay, so here's the thing. Once the president gets into office, it won't matter who he puts into that seat, because there'll be a guaranteed bad guy, right? Once he gets into office, he can put Zartan, the Baroness, Major Blood, Ted Cruz, Stephen Miller, Nikki Haley. I don't know. An infinite number of bad guys could qualify to be a Supreme Court justice. And I don't want to speak on the actual mechanisms of nominating a Supreme Court justice, although I did just sit agonizingly through every second of the Kavanaugh hearings, only because I was working at the sign factory to get that money up to go to Hawaii. But anyways, to continue on the point, once there is no kind of penalty or threat of penalty or thought of recourse should the president just stab the country further in the back more than has already been demonstrated that he does. Once he steals the election completely, besides allowing 200,000 people to die. Maybe I just heard this morning that it might be as high as 300,000 by the time the year is actually over, which is astounding. And I know it's hard to see, maybe from Portland, Oregon, the effects that the coronavirus can have on a community. But New York, man, I got videos. They'll be up on the website this week, maybe next week. Videos of several subways in New York that have absolutely either zero people in them or maybe one person sitting on a bench. I have a ton of those. Okay, so there's one more story I want to get into before we get out of here today. And this might take a little bit of time, so let me get into it. This is Bill Barr, piece of shit Bill Barr, declared, or at least rumors of declaration. We're going to get into it. We're going to see if the headlines are putting the cart before the horse, or if it really is going on. Let me, this is from The Guardian, which is not a United States publication. So I'm going to give it a little more trust. Yeah, a lot more are going to die, Ellen. You're absolutely right. And Vince, you're absolutely right that our president is just Dr. Doom. Oh my gosh, wait till he gets the mask. Pretty sure we're going to live in a world where if you're not wearing a mask, then you're just a side character in it. You're just a passerby on the streets. Okay, here's the headline from The Guardian. Department of Justice labels New York, Portland, and Seattle to be anarchist jurisdictions. The department seeks to withdraw federal funds from 3 cities. Cuomo says Trump is not a king. He cannot defund New York City. Let's read it. Let's read it in our old-timey journalist voice. The Department of Justice on Monday designated 3 cities as anarchist jurisdiction, where it says elected officials have allowed property destruction and violence during protests over racism and police brutality. The move is an explicitly political gambit, part of Trump's administration's re-election push, his law and order re-election push. Sorry, I just had something pop up that was disturbing. Earlier in September, Donald Trump released a memo asking the Department of Justice to identify cities supposedly permitting anarchy, violence, and destruction, and to publish names on its website within 2 weeks. The Department of Justice duly did so, outlining its criteria: forbidding police from intervening to restore order, defunding police, and withdrawing law enforcement protection or refusing federal law enforcement intervention. In a press release, the department said New York cut $1 billion from its police budget, and that Portland and Seattle allowed prolonged protests to occur. Officials in the cities have, quote, permitted violence and the destruction of property to persist and refused to undertake reasonable measures to counteract these criminal activities. In a statement, Attorney General William Barr added, we cannot allow federal tax dollars to be wasted when the safety of the citizenry hangs in the balance. When the Trump memo was published, a former senior official from Barack Obama's Office of Management and Budget told the Washington Post it was a campaign document coming out of the White House that will almost certainly be struck down in court. Andrew Cuomo, the governor of New York, said Trump is not a king. He cannot defund New York City. It's an illegal stunt. Okay, so the administration wants voters to see crime as a serious threat. It is unclear if that is working. In a Pew Research poll published in August, 59% of voters said violent crime was a very important issue, but it was 5th behind other issues, including the economy, healthcare, and the coronavirus. Man. Motherfuckers just use anything and everything to fit their narrative. Let's see what plays next, man. If we just let this monkey herpes go, what's the next story, man? It's probably gonna be a Donald Trump story because that's all that's on the effing internet these days, man. Okay, let's try this one more time. Monkey herpes. No, hold on. Oh, excuse me. Oh my god, I just burped on the show. Sorry, that was super rude right near the freaking mic too. Whoa. Oh, that's in Silver Spring, Maryland. Okay, look. Whoa, this lady's kayaking with a monkey. Hey, y'all, what would you rather do, man? Look, I don't like this dude at all, so we're gonna go to the middle. Okay, hold on. I'm sorry, I'm working with you guys. Or work with me as we work together. Whoops. Okay, wrong button. So I don't want that. I want boom, blam, bloom, bloom. Damn, there's kind of a lot of people out there. And I dislike them all. Can you guys see this? Okay. So this is what I'm going to be doing on Wednesday. Tomorrow's a fly day. Oh, no. Are we froze up? Okay, we're back. Okay, so I don't want to be those people. But yeah, this is what we're going to be doing. Up in a jungle like this one. Bam! Look at those palm trees. That's all I care about, palm trees. I don't ever want to be in a spot that doesn't got palm trees. Oh, look, there's a monkey right there. With your monkey ass. Felipe, get out that tree, monkey vato. Man, how crazy is this, man? It's just so dope to me. Look, they're just wild monkeys. But they don't got the zoom like I got. Oh, yeah, they do. Look at that zoom. Look, then you just have a slingshot with a strawberry, and you're like, open your mouth, my DNA partner. We'll tackle this together. And then we'll have a strawberry feast. Tasing some monkeys. I thought about that. What do I need a mouse for, Vince? I must have turned off the volume on that. Okay, look, we might as well get out of here. Let these monkeys do their thing. Because I'll be there super soon. They're going to be like, oh, damn. Okay, so check this out, guys. It's been fun. It's been great. It's been a riot. I'm going to have to declare it a riot. So before I do that, let me remind you, there is no show tomorrow. I'll be flying to Florida. And then Wednesday, I'll be like doing the show probably because 10 o'clock here will be 1 o'clock there. So I'll probably do the show live from a kayak. Yeah, it'll probably look like that. See that lady's eating a sandwich? I will be that lady. Except my hat will be camouflaged. And other than that, man, it's going to look just like this. Boom. With alligators and turtles that'll bite your dick off. Watch out for those. Boom. All right, I got to declare it, y'all.
Subject to arrest and use of force, including crowd control munitions, if you enter the property. If you're a peaceful protester, we are asking you to leave. This is the Portland Police Bureau. We have heard your chants stating the crowd is wanting to enter the property and burn down Southeast Precinct. You are subject to arrest and use of force, including crowd control munitions, if you enter the property. We are also aware of your request to call for additional reinforcements.
All right, y'all. See you Wednesday. 5,000 G.
Pull up in motorcades. I got a show today. It's all I'm trying to do. Hustle and motivate. Choppers a throwaway. Hustle the overweight.